Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I am Miss Dhanusha. I chat about self-care for millennial women who are 9 to 5ers, have side hustles, or are content creators. So if you're a millennial woman looking for self-care, you come to the right place. Welcome back to my returning subscribers, and if you're new here, I hope you enjoy it. Today I'm chatting about a planning video for Plan With Me for February 2021. This is something you guys asked for after I did my plan with me for the entire year for 2021, including my vision board. If you missed that video, go out and check it here. I will leave it up somewhere here so you can check it out. Today I want to chat about how I'm reflecting back on January 2021 and then going into February and planning for that. So if you want to see how I plan for the new month, February, then just keep on watching. Okay, to start off, I did a bit of a bullet journal style of February, laying that out. My first time doing that kind of thing, so please don't judge me. I wanted to focus on 3 things for this month, and I think 3 things makes it very accomplishable, not too many, and yeah, just really focus. So the 3 things for me for this month being the month of love, February. So I put down 3 main things that I want to focus on for this month because putting on too many things could make it a bit difficult to focus on. So I think 3 things is a good starting point, especially if you haven't done something like this before, where you have your focus points for the month. So my main focuses for this month, being the month of love in February, I really wanted to tap into self-love. I feel as though it has been a little bit on the back burner, not the important side of my life. Not that I don't practice it, but just that I want it to be a focus point for this month. I think it is really important to emphasize self-love. I think it's really important to focus on your own self-love and giving that love to yourself so that you can also give that love to others. And then the next thing for me is my nutrition and getting that balance between my mind and gut all right, and working on that. Currently working on a special meal plan for that and trying to do my best to get it back in order. As you know, you might know that I am experiencing a lot of gut issues at the moment, and started last year, but I'm still busy trying to figure it out, right? So giving myself self-love so that I can have grace with myself and understand that this is not an easy thing for me. It's not an easy process. So I feel like those 2 are very much aligned for this month. And then the 3rd thing for me that was super important is my morning routine. I'm trying to get the morning routine down to a T. I'm trying to wake up at 5 a.m. I don't know if it's going to work. I'm trying to do it for over and over again every single morning and see if it makes a difference. And if it doesn't, then I'm going to go back to my usual morning routine. I think a morning routine is super important. It makes a huge difference to your day. Always had one. I think during lockdown, it just kind of became a very simplified version of it, because you're at home and you're not going out and you're not in your usual routine that we're so used to. So I wanted to change it up a bit and see if waking up early helps me, since I have lots to do and I have a very high stress environment sometimes. I wanted to focus on it because I do know that it makes a huge difference. And just for the few days this week that I did wake up at 5 a.m, I feel like it made a major difference. So I'm very, very excited about that. And then I put down another thing that's also important to me, which is my course. Although it's not the very focus of this month, it is still something that I'll be working on. I know that because it's continuous. And I'm giving myself time to ease into it. I literally just bought it and I'm very excited about it, but because I'm so busy, generally I know that it's going to take me some time to just get into a routine with doing it. So I'm going to focus on that more for a weekly point of view. So what I would do on a Monday or Sunday night is better to do it on Sunday night if you can. Just plan out the week ahead and do weekly planning. I'll get into that just now. But I also put down some important words for me to center me and remind me as to what's important for this month. So the words that I put down was growth, because I know I'm going to be doing a whole lot of growth because I'm changing my morning routine, I'm focusing on my nutrition, and I'm going to be doing my course. And I'm also practicing self-love. So within all of those things, I think there's a lot of growth that's going to happen, and I hope that that happens for me. And I put down to believe, because I need to believe that, whatever happens and however this meal plan goes and however my course goes, I need to push myself to believe that it is achievable for me. I need to focus on the fact that I will get through it. So that believe is there for a really important reason. And then the mindful number 3, because mindfulness ties into the eating. Like, do you sit down and do you actually are you on your phone when you're eating, or are you eating in front of the TV? Or when you're talking to someone, are you actually present in that moment? Are you paying attention to them, or are you just waiting to respond so that they get out of your way? Mindfulness is so intrinsically related to living in the now, living in the moment. And I really find like my meditation practice, my yoga practice is really helping me to be in the present moment. That's what I want to be, ultimately living in the present moment and not living in the past and not living in the future. Because when you're living in the past, you tend to just be regretful, and when you're living in the future, you feel anxious and you feel worried about what's going to happen. So I'm just trying to live in the moment and create more of those mindfulness moments, so that I practice mindfulness every single day. So that's the other important word in my book. And then I just put down like other things, that, you know, my alarm clock, my camera, my that little block that doesn't look like it makes any sense is my Instagram, because that is a focus point for me, and I'm really trying to grow there. I just drew whatever came to mind and just doodled down there. Like, it's my first one, so please don't judge me. And then I had my monthly overview. So I first put in the important dates that I know is coming up this month. In February, it's my brother's birthday, it's Valentine's Day, although not so important to me. It's an important day in the month. I put down my campaign dates, when that needs to go out. I put in a really important date for me later on this month. I'm not going to disclose just yet. And just put in some other things, like my first podcast, and then some notes for the month overall, focusing still on the meal plan, the campaign that I've got to do this month, and then towards the end of the month, and then my course and my morning routine. And then I've just got a few notes to ponder and to think about for this month. That's the morning routine. I'm not going to do it, and we're going to continue. I said to myself that I will do it for as long as I can and see if that makes a difference. If after 22 days, which they usually say is to build a habit, it doesn't happen for me, then I'm just going to move on to what else I find works for me. Then the course, I need to figure out how I'm going to place it into my week. I know it'll be probably in the evenings or early in the morning, because I don't wake up early in the morning. I don't feel like I'm awake. I think it's better for me to do in the evenings, but I will decide that on the Sunday and Monday which day of the week I think is easiest for me, and try to do like an hour or 45 minutes every day. Then I've got my content strategy, which I'm currently working on for today, for this entire month. What is my plan there? And then I just did my weekly planning after that. I did the first week. I don't want to plan too far ahead because I'm really not that kind of person, but I planned for the first week, so I know this coming week. Today I've got to actually edit, schedule content, and tomorrow as well. I've got an important email that I need to send off to someone I know I didn't reply to from Friday. I've got to publish the campaign this Tuesday. I've got an IG lab that I'm doing, which I'm very excited about, so do check out my Instagram this Wednesday. And then on Thursday, my first podcast is going live. If you haven't checked out my podcast, I will leave the link in my description, so do check it out. And then I've got my important to do, the podcast, the campaign, the meal plan. And the notes for this first week is to just focus on the 3 things: the podcast, the campaign, and the meal plan. That's my focus for this week. And I think what's also important is that my actual diet that I have, it's from Creative and Kin. It says consume less and create more, and that is the focus. As part of my content strategy is to create more and consume less. And I've actually set times on my phone so that I can see how much time I'm spending on social media. It is work for me as well, so I have to consider that I work on the platform, so that also takes time. So if I'm supposed to work on that platform for 2 hours for the day, then I give myself 2 hours for my work, and then I give myself 1 hour or between 1 and 2 hours for my personal social media throughout the entire day till the evening. So usually I post in the evening, like something in the morning and something in the evening, and then I engage a bit, and that helps me. And then I did it for Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter, so that it really just helps me to consume less, because I find I consume way more than I create, and I want to create more. So yeah, that's basically how I'm planning my February. I think the most important things is to focus on the 3 things, and then focus on your 3 keywords as well, and then know that you can always chop and change, and if things don't work for you, you can always alternate. I'm planning that weekly routine and planning that weekly kind of schedule, that helps as well. Because I found when it comes to the day, then other day you might be like, oh, I'm tired today, I can do this tomorrow, and you tend to like just put it off for the next day, which I tend to do a lot. So I think if you do if you do your weekly plan on a Sunday evening or even a Monday morning for the entire week, whatever works better for you. I think Monday morning doesn't. Monday morning is a tricky one because you might wake up really tired on Monday and be like, oh, I'm going to do this. So really the Sunday night is a really good time to do that. And if you're like me on a Sunday, usually take it a bit easy, then it is something you can do, maybe your Sunday evening, plan for the week ahead, and put in your important things to focus on, even if it's one focused thing for each day. Do that, and then you have like your overall week and you know you're aiming towards something. So when you come back on the following Sunday and you're like, okay, did I do all of this stuff? You can really pat yourself on the shoulder to be like, yes, I did do it. And I really feel like, although yes, this is also new to me, and I am a planner in my head and I'm not a planner on paper, and there is a big difference between that, because I forget stuff, because I used to have such a good memory that I would remember everything, and it just doesn't make any sense. So I'd use my Google Calendar for really important things, but I wouldn't write down everything else that I needed to do. And I'm really trying to get into the habit of doing that, and I'm taking you along with this journey with me. And yeah, so if you learned anything in this video, and if you like this video, then just share it and like it and thumbs up, subscribe to my notifications, hit the bell. I'm very excited for the content that I'm going to produce this month, so I hope you all enjoy this, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.